Hi everybody, my name is Hilda Smith of Hera Art, and alongside me is my trusted friend Megan. Hello. She said hello. Without Megan Andrews, I wouldn't be able to do this, as she's the technician as well as the brains behind all this. So thank you, Megan. She's a little bit younger than me. Well, she's 12. And I'm an old granny. But never mind about that, Okay, so welcome to my website. Right, we're going to start off by doing a lighthouse for you. So if you've been following any of the others, you'll know that I always like to have a straight line somewhere to start. So my lighthouse is going to live here, and I'm going to do this in real time, and I'm going to draw a line there, which is not perfectly straight, but near enough. So I'm going to do a top line here, and I want the bottom to be bigger. So if I bring that round like that, so the illusion is that it gets smaller as it comes away from us. So if we join this up like this, there you are, we're almost there. Do a line up there, join that round. Okay, and then you've got railings here. Probably got a bit of a platform, otherwise you'd fall through, wouldn't you? And you can just about see through there. That's where somebody goes in, and maybe you've got some nice windows there, or some sort of lookout, which you can't see in there because the railings are in the way. I'm just going to do a simple drawing today on this one. So there's the bottom of the railings, which you stand out, and that's where you'd look out to see on there. Okay, so we'll have a little cap on this. So something like this. You can do whatever you want. I'm just making this up. Okay, maybe we got some lights, some lines here where the light would shine through. So I need a cap on this again, don't I? Okay, so it's just something that I've made up. There you are. So we can shade that in like that. Let's shade that in there because they're dark in there, aren't they? And we can just see the bottom. So there's our lighthouse. I'm going to do some big doors here. You have to get in there, don't you? How's the man going to come in there? Okay, so we've got our doors there. Inside there, if you were to look at it, if you could see through it, there's lots of steps that go up, that lead to it, isn't it? So I'll be rubbing out these lines shortly. So there's my door. Okay, and then you can have your windows where you want. One there, one there, two enough. Oh, I always like odd numbers. Let's have one there, like that. Let's have a little top to it and a little bottom to it. Okay, and then you've got, this is your lighthouse. There you go. I think that's quite a nice lighthouse. Let's put a house by the side of it, shall we? Let's do a line there, down there, because as you know, I like. So I'm just doing the side of the house there, and you can just see a bit of it. Okay, and then we have this line going there, that one there. You can just about see underneath there. I'll bring that down. Okay, and then we'll bring this slightly down there, and that would be the roof. So we'll colour this in a simple, if you wanted to colour it in, you could. I'm just doing it as a simple drawing today, little black and white drawing. Okay, and maybe that one's got to do, hasn't it? You've got to get into your house. Okay, so I just put that in there. Let's put a line there. Okay, I'm just going to bring this towards me just to rub out. I am going to rub it on the end of this pencil. That's not like me. So I'm just going to bring out that, just to rub out, because we don't want that line. It's only our guideline. But it just makes everything so much easier when you've got your guideline. Okay, so I mean, if you wanted to do, because you could put some little lines there, couldn't you? To give it a bit of shading, a bit of line there. Okay, these would be dark in there, wouldn't they? Because you can't, I don't think anybody will have the light on in there, would they? So I'm just doing a few simple lines. I'll do it really quickly for you. Just there to the shadow, so we know that the light is coming from this side, don't we? Okay, so we have the doors. We'll have them shut today. Maybe we've got a couple of little steps down to there. Why not? Anything's possible. We can do what we want to, can't we? Put a few little rocks around here, I think, because it is on a... I'm just doing some irregular shapes. Okay, let's put a bit of land mass behind here then, because he needs to have something. He's out to sea, isn't he? So he's coming around, the sea's all around him. Let's bring that round there, and let's bring that over here. Okay, you want some more steps? Why not? What would the steps go down to then? Maybe it's got a bit of a... Let's do that like that to show the depth of a bit of ground there. Maybe it's coming to a bit of sand or something here, because there's rocks around here, isn't it? So it's shallow water here, isn't it? So to warn the ships and the boats not to come too close. So maybe we've got a couple of another little step, eh? Why not? Maybe there's a pole there or something. You can put whatever you want to on it. Doesn't matter. Nobody's to know whether it's right or wrong, are they? As long as it looks all right. So there's our lighthouse there. Okay, and maybe you've got a few little rocks there, jaggedy rocks. Okay, and maybe it's a little path, because the man likes to come out of here, doesn't he? Okay, so we just give him a little path where he goes to here, and he wants to come down onto this bit of beach here or something. I suppose some people would come and stay here anyway, wouldn't they? And maybe that's a bit straight, so perhaps we'll give that a bit more of a land. Maybe it's a bit of a bush here or something. Okay, so all the rest, let's do the horizon line then. Okay, I say always a good idea if you've got a T-square are good. They're handy, they've got a thing. So I'm just making sure that my line is straight there. I just leave a gap. So I've left a line, because you can't have water running uphill, can you? So maybe over here, shall we have a boat? Okay, we'll have a little boat, and as you know, they're bigger at the front, they come down, and they're shorter at the back, okay? That's quite a big boat, this. Maybe I've made him a bit too big. Sometimes you just have to go with your gut. So I'm just going to do this simple little boat here. And this boat is under the water, isn't it? Here. So he's moving away. Oh, he's coming towards the lighthouse. He's wondering what's up there. Let's do a pole here then for his sail. So we do a sail like this. You can't see under there because it's attached to the bottom, isn't it? So we just do some little... Okay, you can't see it because it's under the water. So, shall we have a sail then? Shall we go? How shall we go? Let's go round. I like things to come across. Oh, that's a nice sail. I like that. It's coming there. I think he's still attached to this pole though. That's good. Okay, and then we'll have another one maybe behind. Okay, and he's attached, isn't he? Or they got a thing called a boom. Anyway, Let's give a little. You've got to have a little man on there, or maybe a girl. I don't know. Maybe there's two of them. So all I'm doing is a little round head like that. Hello, Frank. Oh, he's waving. He's waving to his friend in the lighthouse. Oh, that's nice of him. I could colour him in a nice bright green or nice red, couldn't I? If I wanted to. Let's attach these sails. Oh, we've got to have a flag, haven't we? Whee! Sailing in the water like a cup and saucer. Now, I don't like that line there because it's competing. So I'm going to have to rub out that background there because it's fighting with that line. Oh, silly Hilda. Let's bring it up a bit. I'm going to bring that line up because you haven't got to have it all on the same plane. Why not? I'm just going to bring it down here. Okay. Okay, let's have a little bit of a land mass. Oh, looks a bit silly, that does, doesn't it? So here's a few little hills here. Yeah, they look like they're going to fall over the edge there. I think I'm going to have to bring all this up. Silly Elder. Okay, I'm going to bring this line up here. Bring it up a bit more. Have a few little distant hills. There you go. Sorry about that. It's too complicated. I was going to make it into hills, but I think it was too complicated. Let's put a few shadowy lines going this way, shall we? A few shadowy lines going that way. Okay. And these would go that way, wouldn't they? It's a bit of sun. Okay. And then you've got your sky. Oh. Okay, maybe he's got a number. What shall he have? Number 1? I could have H for Hilda. Number 1. Hooray! Hello. Uh-oh, where's his friend? His friend is waving to him. Careful how you go, lads. So he's going down there. So we're going to just put in these lines for the sea. And we just do it round there. A few little lines. Watch out for the waves. Be careful. So we just put in a few little lines where the sea is coming in. Okay, and maybe it's coming in close to a bit of a beach here. Should we have it close to the beach? Okay, so all these rocks, you could make a few more rocks here. So this could be, you could have some rocks here as well. They're coming down to this beach here. Okay, he's come down off this higher bank here. And there you are. Let's have some, make a few sounds with the water coming through. And there. You've done your lighthouse, Megan? Mm-hmm. Have you done a lighthouse? Not yet. Not yet. Ah, you're busy sorting out the next thing for me to do, I think, aren't you? Yeah. Perhaps I ought to have a photograph of you up here, Meg. That'd be nice, and they can all see you. But I've introduced my website now. I've been teaching art for about 27 years, 28 years. And all abilities. Oh, the sun has got his hat on. There's a cloud there. A happy little cloud because I've been looking at Bob Ross's stuff as well. Okay, so we could look into clouds again. When you're doing clouds, they're curlier at the top and they're flatter at the bottom. Did you know that? Did you know that, Meg? What? The clouds, they're always flatter at the bottom because they got rain in there. And you couldn't have any picture without some birds in, could you? Okay, let's put this as a bit darker. Okay, so little tiny ones. Whee! Hello, what you coming down for? Hold on to your sandwich, they're coming down. Okay, and we'll say this is done. So this is a nice little picture, not too complicated, but complicated enough, I suppose. Okay, and this could be some grasses. So thank you all very, very much for looking at my channel, and I'm very pleased for you all to join me. Megan, will you say goodbye to everybody? I'll be behind. Goodbye from Hilda and bye from Megan. Put your hand there, Meg, so they know it's a nice little. Thank you, Megan. Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you all very much.